In a remote corner of our planet, where the sounds of nature resonate like a symphony, lies the Amazon rainforest. A true hidden treasure in the heart of South America. In this vast green kingdom, spanning nearly 3 million square miles, life thrives in every inch. $400 billion trees and more than 30 million animal species. This vastness makes the Amazon the largest continuous tropical forest in the world. The Amazon is a sanctuary of vibrant life, where the roar of the jaguar blends in harmony with the songs of birds and the hum of insects. It's an ecosystem where every living creature has its role. In an ancient harmony that defies human understanding. About 60% of the Amazon rainforest is located within Brazilian territory. But it also extends into the lands of several countries, including Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. The Amazon is the largest and most diverse tropical ecosystem in the world. Its winding rivers, dense forests, and unparalleled biodiversity make it a wild Olympus. The vastness of the Amazon is such that, if it were a country, it would be one of the largest nations in the world. The Amazon is often referred to as the lungs of the world, due to its ability to produce about 20% of the Earth's oxygen. However, this claim is misleading, since the forest itself consumes nearly all the oxygen it produces. It is a voracious lover of the very air it generously offers us. A symphony of humidity and heat is how one might describe the climate here. Deep within the forest, humidity is more than just a weather detail. It's the very essence of life. It is estimated that the billions of trees in this forest release 20 billion tons of water vapor into the atmosphere every day. Humidity hangs in the air like a comforting embrace. It's as if the forest itself exhales steam, a warm, moist breath that fills your lungs. With every breath, you are enveloped by the humidity. But it's not just the physical sensation of moisture that defines the Amazon's climate. It's also the vital influence it has on all the life that thrives here. The humidity feeds the rivers, turning them into life-giving arteries that nourish the forest. It sustains the lush vegetation, allowing every leaf and flower to be bathed in its essence. This constant humidity creates a unique microclimate, where temperatures are moderate and rain falls almost every day of the year. Frequent rains contribute to the formation of a complex hydrological cycle. Moisture evaporating from the soil and vegetation leads to the formation of rain clouds, which then feed the rivers and streams that wind through the landscape. It's an endless cycle of evaporation and precipitation. A cycle of life that sustains the Amazon's unparalleled richness. In the heart of this lush forest lies a quarter of the planet's biodiversity. Hundreds of billions of trees and millions of different animal species adorn the Amazon's canopy. Home to a myriad of plants, animals, and microorganisms, many of which are still unknown to science. Here, ancient trees stand tall, bearing witness to centuries of natural history. Many of these trees are true giants, reaching towering heights that seem to touch the sky. Some of the most iconic species, like the rubber tree and the Brazil nut tree, can live for centuries. Accumulating growth rings that tell the story of the environment they've grown in. In this vibrant environment, where time seems to slow down and life follows its own rhythm, we find the sloth. One of the most iconic and fascinating symbols of this ecosystem. With its calm demeanor and contemplative nature, the sloth embodies tranquility and perfect adaptation to the forest. These masters of slowness, covered in a spongy fur, are specialists in living high up in the forest canopy. With sharp claws and strong limbs, adapted to hang from branches. Sloths spend most of their lives in trees, moving with a silent grace through the tangle of leaves. Despite their name, sloths are anything but lazy when it comes to survival. They are highly adapted to their environment and are masters of camouflage, blending perfectly with the leaves. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of sloths is their incredible ability to sleep. They spend most of their time resting, taking advantage of the quiet hours in the treetops to recharge their energy and avoid predators. In the treetops, you can also find macaws. These majestic birds, with their vibrant plumage and graceful flights, are treasures of the forest. Adorning the environment with their beauty and elegance. They are also intelligent and social creatures, living in family flocks and communicating through distinct vocalizations. These birds form lasting emotional bonds and share a deep sense of community. It's a spectacle of cooperation and camaraderie that echoes through the forest canopy. Their sturdy bodies are painted in a palette of captivating colors, with feathers ranging from sky blue to golden yellow, from emerald green to ruby red. Each macaw is a masterpiece of nature. Sharing these trees is another creature that enchants and fascinates everyone fortunate enough to encounter it, the spider monkey. With its unique characteristics and captivating behavior, it's impossible not to be impressed by its majestic appearance. Its slim and elegant body is covered in fur that ranges from shades of brown to black. With golden highlights shimmering under the sunlight that filters through the dense forest canopy. Its long, agile limbs are perfectly adapted for life in the trees, where it spends most of its time. With impressive agility, the spider monkey moves between branches with great skill. Using its prehensile tail as a kind of fifth limb, which helps it search for food and navigate through the tangled foliage. Its diet is primarily frugivorous, with a preference for ripe, juicy fruits found in the treetops. However, it occasionally eats leaves, insects, and even small vertebrates when the opportunity arises. Its expressive eyes reveal an extraordinary intelligence, capable of noticing the smallest details in its surroundings. And then, there's the beauty of toucans. With their explosion of colors and fascinating peculiarities, toucans are undoubtedly icons of the tropical forests of Central and South America. These birds captivate with their distinct appearance and admirable behavior. Leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of those lucky enough to observe them. The first feature that stands out in toucans is their extraordinary beak. Large and colorful, the toucan's beak varies in shape, size, and color depending on the species. This remarkable structure, often longer than their body, defies gravity with its lightness and functionality. Beyond its role in feeding, adapted for picking and handling hard-shelled fruits, the toucan's beak plays an important part in regulating body temperature and communicating with family groups. Their feathers gleam under the sunlight, creating a dazzling display of colors that seems straight out of a dream. On the forest floor, with each step sending a shiver through its prey, is the jaguar. The most feared predator of the Amazon. Its athletic and muscular body is built for strength and agility. Perfectly adapted for hunting with precision and efficiency. Its broad, padded paws, as quiet as a whisper through the leaves, allow it to move stealthily through the jungle. Leaving behind only paw prints as traces of its passage. Golden eyes glow with the intensity of twilight. Reflecting the ancient wisdom of a supreme predator. When hunger strikes, the jaguar emerges from its den, ready for the hunt. With calculated silent steps, it stalks its prey, supremely confident in its skill and cunning. Its sharp instincts and relentless patience are lethal weapons, ensuring the success of its hunt. Despite its reputation as a solitary hunter, the jaguar is also a devoted mother. She fiercely protects and nurtures her cubs, teaching them the secrets of survival in the jungle. And guarding them fiercely against any threat. Under their mother's loving gaze, the cubs learn the art of hunting. And the importance of respecting the fierce nature that surrounds them. From November to March, the daily rains become heavier and more frequent. Causing rivers to overflow and the waters pulse like veins through the forest. The region transforms into a maze of winding channels and shimmering lagoons. Creating ideal conditions for the formation of a vast ecosystem known as Varzea. It is in this ever-changing landscape that capybaras find their home. These social and semi-aquatic mammals, the largest rodents in the world, have adapted to life in the flooded Varzea. They skillfully navigate through shallow waters and floating islands of vegetation. With their webbed feet and sturdy bodies, capybaras are masters of moving through the flooded environment. Foraging for food and finding shelter along the riverbanks and lakeshores. With their gentle appearance and calm demeanor, capybaras embody the harmony and tranquility of the aquatic environments they inhabit. Their stout bodies and short legs give them a resemblance to a cross between a rodent and a small hippopotamus. Their dense, coarse fur, ranging in shades of brown, offers effective protection from the challenges of the wild. Their expressive eyes reflect an inner calm. While their long ears remain ever alert to the sounds of nature and potential dangers around them, particularly since they are one of the jaguar's favorite meals. The green anaconda, also known as the sucuri, is one of the most imposing and fascinating snakes that inhabit the flooded regions of the Amazon. With its massive, powerful body, it glides through the calm waters of rivers and lakes, reigning as the queen of the aquatic depths. Reaching up to 30 feet in length and possessing a thickness that defies imagination, the anaconda is an impressive creature in every sense. It is a swift and cunning predator, capable of hunting a wide variety of prey, from fish and amphibians to medium-sized mammals. It moves silently through the water, using its muscular body and incredible swimming ability to approach its victims undetected. Its skin, speckled with iridescent patterns that shimmer in the sunlight filtering through the trees, gives it a sinister beauty. And a perfect camouflage in the watery shadows. Its small, piercing eyes observe the environment with cold, calculated intensity. In the winding meanders of the rivers that flow through the Amazon rainforest, an aquatic universe full of mystery and vitality unfolds. Here, the waters run like arteries, nourishing the vast expanse that stretches beyond the riverbanks. The Amazon basin contains the largest river system in the world, with thousands of rivers and tributaries. The Amazon River itself holds the title of the largest river by volume of water in the world. Within this system, two rivers stand out as particularly important: the Rio Negro and the Solimois. They follow distinct yet intertwined paths. Their waters flow side by side without immediately mixing due to differences in temperature, speed, and chemical composition. The Rio Negro, with its dark waters like the night, originates in Colombia, while the Solimois, with its muddy, powerful hue, begins in the Andes of Peru. These two rivers meet in Brazil to form the mighty Amazon River. Which continues its journey until it empties into the Atlantic Ocean. This dance between the waters creates one of the most spectacular and intriguing landscapes in the world. Along the banks of these majestic rivers rises a symbol of beauty and mystery. The Victoria Amazonica, or giant water lily. With its enormous leaves floating delicately on the calm waters, this aquatic plant is surrounded by legends and mysteries. According to an indigenous Amazonian legend, the giant water lily was originally a young native girl who drowned after leaning into the river to touch the reflection of the moon. For the indigenous people, the moon was Jasi, the moon goddess in Tupi mythology, who transformed the chosen native girls into stars in the sky. As the story goes, when Jasi touched the young women, she turned them into stars. Naya, who would later be transformed into the giant water lily, admired Jasi's beauty and deeply wished for the goddess to turn her into a star so she could live by her side. Although the tribe warned Naya that she would no longer be a native girl if Jasi took her, no one could convince her otherwise. One night, sitting by the river, she saw the reflection of the moon on the water. Feeling as though she was very close to Jasi, Naya unconsciously leaned forward to touch the reflection and fell into the river, awakening from her illusion. Despite her efforts, she could not save herself and drowned. Upon learning what had happened to Naya, Jasi, deeply moved, wanted to honor her. Instead of turning her into a star, like she did with the other girls, Jasi transformed her into an aquatic plant. The giant water lily, which is known as the Star of the Waters. Its leaves can reach up to 6.5 feet in diameter. Providing a safe refuge for a variety of aquatic creatures, from small fish to frogs and birds. This is a world where life shows its full strength. From the tiniest, most delicate creatures to the giants of the deep. It is in this aquatic kingdom that piranhas find their home. In these lively and fast-moving waters, these notorious fish roam in schools, challenging the currents and exploring the darkest corners of the rivers. With sharp teeth and powerful jaws, they can tear apart their prey in mere seconds. Their insatiable appetite and ferocity have earned them a reputation among the locals and explorers of the Amazonian lands. This fame has even led to appearances in some well-known movies. Piranhas are also an important food source for many riverside communities in the Amazon. Their tasty and nutritious meat is valued for both its flavor and its nutritional benefits. For local fishermen, catching piranhas is an ancient art, passed down from generation to generation as a vital part of the culture and survival of Amazonian communities. But beyond piranhas, the Amazonian rivers are home to a multitude of other fascinating species, such as freshwater stingrays. These freshwater relatives of marine stingrays have developed unique traits that allow them to thrive in the inland waters of the Amazon. Their flattened, disc-shaped bodies enable them to glide effortlessly through the water. While their spiny tails provide stability and protection from predators. One of the most striking features of these stingrays is their camouflaged coloring, which ranges from shades of brown and gray to marbled patterns and dark spots. This coloring helps them blend seamlessly with the riverbed. Giving them a tactical advantage for both hunting and escaping threats. Reaching lengths of up to 10 feet and weighing over 440 pounds, the pirarucu is a neighbor of the stingray and one of the largest freshwater fish in the world. The pirarucu is one of the most iconic and colossal creatures of the Amazonian rivers. Its appearance is defined by thick scales and a coloration that ranges from olive green to dark brown, allowing it to blend in skillfully with the murky waters of the Amazon. One of its most remarkable features is its ability to breathe air. With a modified swim bladder that functions like a primitive lung, the pirarucu can surface to breathe. Making it perfectly suited to oxygen-poor aquatic environments. Moving away from the rivers and into the depths of the jungle lies a hidden subterranean world. There are caves and grottos inhabited by a variety of creatures. From bats and insects to lizards that feed on the resident bugs. The caves and grottos of the Amazon are impressive geological formations. Carved over millions of years by water-eroding limestone rocks. With their vast chambers, hanging stalactites, and underground rivers, these places evoke a sense of mystery and adventure. Inviting explorers to uncover their hidden secrets. These dark and humid places provide refuge and sustenance for a rich diversity of life. Bats are the most prominent inhabitants here. Using these spaces as daytime shelters and breeding grounds. At night, they emerge in search of food. Playing a vital role in controlling insect populations and dispersing seeds. These flying mammals are uniquely adapted to cave life in various ways. Many bat species have developed echolocation abilities. Emitting high-frequency sounds that bounce off cave walls, allowing them to navigate and locate prey, even in complete darkness. Additionally, their agile, membranous wings enable them to fly effortlessly among rock formations and cave ceilings, avoiding obstacles with impressive precision. The Amazon hosts one of the world's largest varieties of bat species. Some fruit bats feed exclusively on fruits. while others are carnivorous, preying on insects, small vertebrates, or even drinking blood. But it's not just bats that find refuge in these caves. A variety of insects, including beetles, spiders, and crickets, make their homes in these dark, damp conditions. Using them as breeding grounds and feeding areas. In turn, these insects serve as prey for a range of predators, including lizards and arachnids, which hunt in the cave's depths. As our cameras bid farewell to this spectacle of life, we are left with a sense of awe at the grandeur and beauty of the Amazon. This documentary has shown only a small and tiny fraction of the wonders that this vast territory holds. Each century-old tree stands as a mighty guardian, a silent witness to countless stories. The rivers flow majestically, nourishing the lush green landscape that stretches as far as the eye can see. And every animal, whether it's a majestic jaguar or a delicate butterfly, carries within it the ancestral essence of this sacred ecosystem. It's a one-of-a-kind experience, unmatched anywhere else in the world. Every corner of the jungle is a masterpiece. A symphony of colors, textures, and scents that captivates the senses and ignites the imagination. It's a place where life bursts forth in all its glory. A celebration of the diversity and resilience that defines this green sanctuary. May the images we've captured here continue to resonate in our minds. May this journey through the heart of the rainforest leave an indelible mark on our hearts. Always reminding us of the incomparable beauty and infinite complexity of the Amazon.